Projections suggest this life form would have been larger than any living creature encountered on the planet. I am here and I proudly present you.
So hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm JJ and welcome back to another Subnautica episode.
But before we start a video, I want to show you something really cool. Amino is an app that powers more than 1 million communities throughout the world, and this also includes Subnautica. There is so much things you can do, starting with huge chat rooms featuring Subnautica lore, roleplay, Degasi info, base competitions, Aurora launch, frozen biome, and many more. Don't like chats? Then participate in polls and quizzes, check out on a new artwork, and if you won't find a specific topic you want to talk about, you are always welcome to create one. So maybe you are a talented sculpture artist like this guy who made a gargantuan Leviathan skull and is sharing it with every single one of us. By the way, I have tried an awesome quiz about Subnautica. Can you beat my score? If you want to spend time with people who love Subnautica, or maybe you have a different interest, then I strongly suggest to follow the links in the description and download the app for yourselves. Let's meet everyone there and make an outstanding community for this amazing game.
So today we're doing a very special Subnautica episode because today we are going to talk about the biggest creatures in this game. But there is one small catch: we are going to talk about the dead biggest creature. So you already know that we can actually find a sea dragon Leviathan, sea emperor, a reaper Leviathan in this game. We can interact with them. But did you know that we can actually find the biggest Leviathan skeletons in Subnautica? And specifically, I'm going to talk about 5 biggest Leviathan skeletons in the planet 4546b, starting from smallest to biggest. And I am 100% sure that you have no idea what is the biggest skeleton in Subnautica. And if I prove to be right, every single one of you owes me a life. So without any more further hesitation, let's go and check the biggest Leviathan skeletons in this game. So the first and smallest skeleton we're going to talk about today is located in inactive lava zone. And I'm pretty sure you already know what it is. Of course, it is the Reaper Leviathan. So there is something special about this skeleton. If you did not know, the Reaper Leviathans hate heat, and on their own they would never venture in inactive lava biome. So I have a scanner in my arms. We're gonna do just that and scan this Leviathan skeleton remains. Because whenever we scan a creature, we get a PDA entry, and there is something really amazing about this Reaper Leviathan. Reapers are ill-suited to high-temperature environments, suggesting this creature was forced down into the active lava zone by conditions outside its control. Also, trace muscle tissue remains on the bones, indicating the specimen died in recent months. So can you imagine, this Reaper Leviathan was actually alive about few months ago? So what does that mean? Biggest creature in inactive lava zone is actually the sea dragon Leviathan. He is the only one who could have captured the Reaper Leviathan and dragged him back to hell, I mean to the inactive lava zone. And right now there is literally not a single organic tissue on its bones. So this is the first and the smallest in our list, the Reaper Leviathan. But we are not done just yet. So since we're playing in a creative mode, we are going to do one more really crazy thing. We are going to excavate the Reaper Leviathan skeleton. Item terraformer. I have just spawned myself a terraformer, a device that was removed from Subnautica. So you know what, let's start with its claws. Let's dig them out first. And oh my god, this is amazing. This is how the terraformer works. We can actually dig inside the planet's soil just like that. And can we actually go inside the ribcage? We can. We are inside the Reaper Leviathan skeleton. How cool is that? You know what? Let's continue digging. And look how huge those claws look like. Let's unveil his spinal cord by digging it out. Oh my god, I could actually be a perfect archaeologist.
No! God, please, no! No!
I believe we did dig out the Reaper Leviathan skeleton, and you know what? Let's inspect from one side to the other, just to see how huge this skeleton looks like, and yet how bizarre this skeleton looks like, because it is floating in mid-air. Anyway, we have another friend of the larva floating and checking on the Reaper Leviathan. They could be best friends. On to the next specimen. We are in the Lost River and here lies the dead Sea Dragon Leviathan, the second in our list. We are going to scan him in just 1 second, but I want you to concentrate on one very specific thing. This skeleton of a Sea Dragon Leviathan is missing his other half. So can you imagine a creature who could have chewed the half of the Sea Dragon Leviathan? I can, and we are going to talk about that creature a little bit later, but right now let's scan the Leviathan skeletal remains because there is some really interesting information in the PDA. A semi-intact skeletal structure of a Leviathan class predator. Number 1, head trauma. There is clear evidence of massive physical trauma to the head. The damage is so severe it was likely the cause of death and must have occurred somewhere nearby. Damage is consistent with a huge speed collision with solid objects. So yes, we have our answer. This creature was killed by a huge bump in the head. But where is the other half of the Sea Dragon Leviathan? You know what? We're here to find out because we are the archaeologists of Subnautica.
No!
So I want to start from the back because maybe somewhere here there is the other part of the Sea Dragon Leviathan missing. So let's start and dig this. Okay, so you know what? I am actually digging like crazy, but there is one thing. I cannot see the tail. Okay, so the excavation process is done. Let's equip our flashlight. Hey, dude, how are you doing? You are floating again in the mid-water. How stupid is that? Can we actually go inside the mouth? Yes, we can. I can't. Wait. I'm not that fat. You know what? I'm gonna prove you. Let free cam. I'm not that fat. You see, this is how big I am. And I cannot go forward through this skeleton. This does not make any sense. Okay, so you know what? This is the second largest skeleton Leviathan in the planet 4546b. Let's go for the third one. Everyone, I present you the Biter Leviathan. Okay, so first of all, this is not a Biter Leviathan. This is a name that a lot of people just made up. I'm scanning this creature because in the PDA there is a mention about the Biter. The skeletal remains of a vast predator housed within artificial habitat. So what I was talking about, let's read. While it shares some skeletal traits with the biter and sand shark, including its distinctive double eye sockets, this fossilized specimen is significantly larger and features unusual forearms, rarely seen in aquatic species. So this is the third largest Leviathan class skeletal creature, and yes, it has arms. So you know what, let's go inside this creature because I want you to see that this one is actually buried a little bit inside the planet's crust. Well, basically inside this laboratory's dirt. So I want to find out about one thing. Can we actually find more of this creature inside the dirt? Let's start digging. Okay, so far so not good. I believe I am done. And this creature ends right here. Okay, so you know what? We are actually witnessing the Biter Leviathan's ass. And that's it. So you know what? Let's just completely dig out the creature. Maybe we are going to encounter something amazing. And of course, those weeds are again floating in the mid-water. The usual thing in Subnautica, don't worry. So I believe you already understand why the terraformer was removed from the game. So the people like me could stop playing with the terraformer. So this is the third largest skeletal remain in Subnautica. Let's go for the fourth one. It is actually not very far away from the Biter Leviathan, and already we can see the rib cage. Yes, for those who don't know, this is the Gargantuan Leviathan. Now yes, the entire video we are going from the smallest skeleton to the biggest. And if you still don't understand what I am implying to say, this is not the biggest skeletal remain in Subnautica. Now I know it's huge, and whenever we're going to read the PDA entry, your mind is just going to blow up. By the way, can you hear Aurora exploding? Yeah, 5. And oh, dude, what is he doing? Ooh, whoa, dude, I am safe. I was actually safe in the Lost River and I was witnessing the explosion wave of Aurora. Anyway, let's go on with the video and let's go and scan the skeletal remains because, again, as I have already said, your mind is going to blow up in just 1 second. So what I had in mind, let's read. Calculations suggest this is only the front third of the specimen. So what we can see right now is only 1/3 of this creature, and there is even a larger creature in Subnautica. Again, if you have not read about this creature, it is approximately 3 million years old. Okay, so you know what? Again, let's grab the terraformer, let's go inside the brine. Let's ignore those sounds and let's start digging the gargantuan Leviathan skeleton skull. Okay, you know what? It is a little bit hard to see the full skeleton skull of the gargantuan Leviathan just because of that green brine, but you will need to trust me, there is nothing hidden beneath the soil. But what about those ribs? Can we actually dig them out? Oh yes, they are going inside the planet. Oh my god, don't tell me that we are going to uncover the full gargantuan Leviathan. Oh no, oh please no, it ends right here. Okay, so yeah, the rib bones, they end right here. A little bit deeper inside the planet for me. Well, I'm talking about this one specifically. Can I actually dig these two? Please tell me that you are going to be a little bit no. Okay, so you know what? I'm not going to uncover the full gargantuan Leviathan because it is going to take me like decades for me to dig out this creature, and I'm pretty sure there is no hidden secrets underneath these bones. Now, let's go and check on the biggest Leviathan class creature skeleton in the game. I am here and I proudly present you the ancient skeleton. Before you start speaking or commenting something, let's scan this creature's skeleton and let's read the PDA. An ancient fossilized skeleton. The skeleton of a million-year-old armored carnivore. Projections suggest this life form would have been larger than any living creature encountered on the planet. So this is the proof. This creature was the biggest of them all. Okay, so as you can see, this creature goes somewhere deep inside the planet. Let's try and dig you out. Yeah, and it stops just a little bit deeper inside Subnautica. Okay. Of course. Sea Emperor, hello, how are you? Okay, so you know what? There is no point for me to dig out this creature because it stops right here. Why? Because there is no chance you can actually have a terraformer in the normal Subnautica game. That means that you're not going to do the stupid thing that I'm doing right now, dig out this Leviathan class creature. So this is it. This is the biggest creature in Subnautica. Imagine how long it should be. You know what? I believe this is the perfect moment for me to say goodbye. And can you actually see the diver? Yes, it's literally in the middle of the screen. Yes, I'm using the free cam command for you to see how big this ancient Leviathan actually is. If you want to check more videos from me, you are always welcome to hit that subscribe button. And as always, I'm gonna see you all tomorrow in the next episode. Bye!